and gentlemen, welcome to Adult ADHD. What's going on, Kimmy B? What's one fun thing about you that people may not know?
One fun thing. I don't know if it's fun, but I started doing photography because I worked at a hospital and got to take pictures at a construction site. And I had to wear a hard hat and the vest and the whole thing. And they called me Picture Girl. And I got to walk over all over this huge construction site and take some really cool pictures. And that's where I became passionate about it. So that's something weird about me.
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
And are those
Tristan.
pictures up in the bathroom at the school yet?
The one picture that I took at the construction across the road from school is up. Yes, because it was a picture of a light, and I did the "Let Your Light Shine" or something like that on it.
Oh, good.
Yes, so that one is up in the bathroom. My ones from the hospital, they were up at the hospital, but then that was like 15 years ago, so I think they're gone now.
Not very timely, apparently. Okay. Anyway, I am crusty mic drop, and my mom just reminded me. So they're coming to visit, and she's bringing me more stuff that we have. And she reminded me that I played the saxophone all through middle school, and then in high school, I spent 2 years playing saxophone in the marching band.
I thought it was flute.
No,
I thought it was oboe.
no.
Mm.
Nope, clarinet first, and then it's like they didn't have saxophones in stock or something. So then, like halfway through sixth grade, we got our saxophones.
Ooh, I want to hear more about marching band because I'm always been amazed by how they know how to play the music and march that rhythm perfectly
yeah.
the whole time.
I would love to tell you.
Okay, I can't wait.
All right, Ashley.
Waffles.
What did you say?
I think she said Ellie Waffles.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. I used to be a cheerleader. And Ava was cheering today in the gym, and don't watch the camera. I tried to do a toe touch.
Yes.
We're watching the cameras.
Yeah.
Did you touch the toes?
No, I fell.
No. Oh, okay. Clint, it's
I
on you.
Time, and I didn't get up for 3 days. No, I'm just kidding.
He was sitting on
the two, two fun things. One, let's see.
Overachieving.
You ever had a song stuck in your head and you don't know why? So, I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I have never ever in my life. This thing, the embarrassing part, the part that's stuck in my head is embarrassing. I've never in my life ever listened to Cher, nor did I like her at all. As a matter of fact, we used to make fun of her "Believe" song all the time because it had all that weird, because I can't break through, that whole thing that going on.
Yeah.
And so I have a Cher song stuck in my head for the last 3 days, and I can't get rid of it. And so it's kind of embarrassing because, well, Cher sucks. And yeah.
Sorry.
And the other one, I don't remember what the other one was, but that's. Oh, I do. So I'm glad that this is audio only because I realized on the way home that I'm wearing the exact same shirt from the last time we recorded. So I was like, oh, I got to hurry up and quickly change my shirt. And then I'm like, oh, no, I don't because it's only audio.
Is it your world's okayest guitar player?
It is, which is funny because it probably seems like I only have one shirt, but I promise you I have a whole. But
you have a whole drawer of them?
I do. I have at least 3. So
okay.
So one thing that is important to get to, though, before we really jump in, would be our giveaway.
Yes.
So we had two most devoted listeners that did comment on our YouTube. And wouldn't you know, I actually have a hat. This is a cute little baby hat. So I'm going to put their names in the hat.
You can't pick.
Oh, yeah. Gotta have Judah do it.
I can't pick?
No.
Okay. Well, his new
favorite thing. There and get it?
Yeah, he can do it. His new favorite thing is to grab stuff. So I'm going to put Deb. Shout out to Deb.
Woo! Deb K.
So Deb works at one of our, I don't know, what do you call it?
The driving school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to like shout out and like plug the driving school? Or do you think
I mean, we can do whatever we want. Green Light Driving Academy, where you can learn how to drive without getting in an accident.
There you
yes,
go.
I don't know. I couldn't think of. Yeah.
that's a good, that's a
Without
perfect
getting
motto.
I really should be writing like what are jingles,
Yeah.
with that kind of
That
stuff.
was like it almost sounded like a slogan, like you were saying it, like Green Light Academy, where
Yeah.
we're so good, we take 10-year-olds driving.
That would be scary.
Side note, no, they don't. Just for
Oh, that's how Dayton learned how to drive.
Exactly.
Oh,
Blame Green Light.
So did you guys real quick while I'm waiting for Judah to finish eating? Did you guys see the new Dr. Pepper ads? Was literally just a girl on TikTok who made this like jingle and it's like Dr. Pepper is good and nice. And they made it into an ad and she just like off the cuff, like doo 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 something. And
wow.
Don't let's not talk about that.
oh,
Because you know what? No, it frustrates. Well, we can talk about it. I was just being a jerk, but it frustrates me because like people like work hard at that stuff, and then like some random person just like says that, and they're like, "Yeah, here's $1 million.
Yeah.
Thank you." Like what?
but like I see what you're saying. But how cool is that? That just like, I don't know.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Maybe
It'd
it
be
was
cool
just
if it were
her
me.
time. Maybe she needed that. I don't know.
Right. So are we going to talk about Super Bowl commercials? Because I didn't really watch them, so I have to go watch some real quick. But I saw one.
What was it?
Matthew McConaughey talking to a football player about how football is really about food.
Ooh.
Oh,
That
Okay.
was pretty good.
Uber Eats.
Okay. Here is Hank
Only one, Hank.
gonna
Just
pick
one.
one of the papers.
Who was the other one?
Ooh, that was a burp. Oh,
Yeah, you
the
did.
other
Shout out
one
the
is
other person.
my sister-in-law Glenda,
All right.
who is also like one of our kindred spirits.
Glenda,
Yeah.
I'm rooting for you, Glenda. No,
Right.
no offense, Dad, but I'm rooting for Glenda.
Okay, Hank,
Okay, I'll be on the dub team then.
put your hand in the
Okay.
hat.
I'm Team Glenda.
Come on,
She's the good one.
pick one.
Glenda.
Pick one.
It's almost like he's a baby and can't figure it out.
It's almost like, okay.
Okay, he's picked one. And it is Deb, the underdog.
We love you too, Glenda.
Congratulations, Deb. You've won like $33 to Panera Bread. And she loved the Oxcart idea. So congratulations. You also won a year subscription to Oxcart.
I don't know what it does, but it's yours.
Whenever the business gets around, like you win. So
she wins an ox.
Yes. Oh.
No,
like,
Oxcart.
That's what. Okay, so kids at Greenlight can start learning how to drive, like with a oxen, so they can like farm and stuff. Because I mean, the trend of the world, things aren't looking great. So,
all the electric cars will stop.
There you go. So,
I like it. I'll make sure to tell her. Well, I won't tell her that she won because I want her to be surprised when she hears it.
Yeah, she's got to listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, if she can't listen to the podcast, she doesn't deserve to know that she won. Is that correct?
Yes.
Well, I think so. I mean, only the good listeners get Panera.
And if she doesn't listen, what is the time frame? Like, if she doesn't listen, like in 2 weeks, does that mean it goes to Glenda?
I think so.
We could set some parameters. You think 2 weeks?
Deb, you better listen to this thing.
We're waiting for you, Deb.
So, Deb, you have till March 1st to claim your prize.
Okay, that works.
Okay.
Yep. She just pulled that date right out of a hat. Is that you, Kristen?
No, it's Hank.
Oh, hey, Hank.
But you guys,
wonderful pistachio.
Can you tell us Hank's real full name that Clint and Brandon gave him?
Yeah.
Do you know it?
I think it was. Oh my word! There's like 500. Like.
Oh man, this is gonna be tough.
Hank Quattro.
Quattro.
Heathcliff.
Heathcliff.
Hank was short for Heathcliff for some weird reason.
Hank the Tank.
What'd you say?
I
But
think Hank, for some weird reason, Hank was short for Heathcliff.
Okay, that's
it was short for something, yeah.
and then Montana was in there, and then Williams because of Hank. Oh, but Hank
Hank
comes
Williams.
from like Hank Williams Jr.,
Yeah.
but then there's already a junior, and so it became Quattro for some reason.
Yeah.
Because
He,
He's so cute.
so
he looked like he was really paying attention to the story too. He was like turning his head and looking at you. Yeah.
Heathcliff.
all right, I'm gonna go pass him off to his dad, who is not Hank Williams Jr. And you guys can
Or
go
scene.
get started, and then I'll be right back.
Forgot she was gonna do. Have you guys seen the viral thing where you draw eyebrows on babies that change their expressions, and it's hilarious.
No.
And she was gonna do that to Hank, so I think she needs to do that on the podcast. Although nobody can see it, but it'll give us joy. So does it make sense? Like you do like angry eyebrows on a baby,
Mhm.
or like
Oh,
yeah.
that's fun. What do you draw with? Like a permanent marker?
Well, probably like an eyebrow pencil or something like that, I would think.
Needs to be
But
something more permanent.
I get to see Kristen scrubbing his eyebrows. Kristen, we're talking about the eyebrows on the baby thing where you draw the eyebrows on the baby. Remember I sent you that thing and you were going to do it to Hank?
Like
She doesn't remember.
like a unibrow.
Well, or like surprised eyebrows or whatever, like just different eyebrows to
Yeah.
make him look like he's surprised.
I'll have to do that for his 6-month picture coming up.
I like that idea. If you want to give him a unibrow, you can.
I will. For sure. Okay, so Kim, tell your story.
My random story.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So once I was in a parade because some local politician was running, and so they grabbed a bunch of us kids from our youth group on a Sunday
Hold on.
afternoon.
What
Yeah,
was his name?
Bill Schuette.
Yeah.
He was very local at that time. And so they gave us signs, and we were supposed to get to ride in a cool convertible. For some reason, it didn't work, or that didn't work out. Maybe it was empty promises. I don't know. It's politics. So you never know. But anyway, so they were like, okay, you're just going to walk and carry these signs along the parade route. So that, the parade's full of horses and bands and all kinds of stuff ahead of us. So we're marching along, and I see all these kids on the parade route waving excitedly at me, like so excited. And I'm like, like my head's getting really big, like they're really excited to see me, blah, blah, blah. What I didn't know was they were trying to distract me from the fact that a horse had gone in front of me and dropped a load on the road. And I, in my dress shoes that had little white, like eyelet holes in it, stepped in the giant pile of manure. And those kids have never been happier in their lives. Like that was the moment of their lives. They died laughing. And I had to march the rest of the parade with poop from the horse squeezing into my shoe. And I had church that night. So then I still had to try to clean out my shoes. It was not a funny experience for me at the time. But since then, I have seen the funniness of it.
As Kim, it happened. She's like, "Oh, Judy." Oh man, sorry.
Yes. So that's my poop story.
Gee golly.
I love that.
Kristen, did you watch Seinfeld?
What?
No.
She's like a procrastinator. She'll watch it in
You
34
said that
years.
you were going to.
I know. Okay, listen. So I was thinking about
Hold on. She watched it right after she filmed her her sermon or whatever.
Yeah, I'm also supposed to record a video for the students because I love them dearly, but clearly not enough to record an inspirational video for them. But I can record this all day long. No, I will. I have plenty to say. Someone, I don't know, not necessarily like was put off by our podcast name, Adult ADHD, but was kind of like, that's not a real thing. Can I just put it out there that none of us really label ourselves adult ADHD, but I kind of find that being random is fun. And I think you all do too. And I think it's just a silly podcast name. But also, yes, I'm a true procrastinator, which people have painted that in a bad light. But I kind of think that it's a good thing because our priorities, and maybe a lot of you are like this, like, I want to do something, but then like something happens, I'm like, okay, but that is going to have to take the priority because I think procrastinators really prioritize their time best and make room for the Holy Spirit. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good thought. I like
Because I
that.
always get my stuff done, but
Mhm.
it's like you have to reprioritize. So I kind of find it a good thing. Anyway,
I like that.
yeah.
Because I live in a very busy, like the way I've built my life, I can't explain it. It's just I'm busy. I'm always moving. I'm doing a lot of things. And so like a lot of times I have to do things one at a time. So like I have something that is like happening in 3 months, right? I can't think about that thing happening in 3 months because I've got 42 things that's happening this week, right? And I've learned though that you can tell what people have going on in their life because there's like, let's say you're doing a show with somebody in 3 months and they're constantly nagging you about like, oh man, the show, and I can't talk about that. Like I can't even think about that because I have like 100 other things going on, right? And then they get all like irritated with you, but it's like you clearly have nothing going on in your life. And I'm not trying to say that in a mean way. Like, I guess in some ways that's a good thing that they don't have anything going on. Like, cool.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like focused at one thing at a time. I'm nowhere near that item. So like, get back with me in like a month and we'll talk about it. But like, I'm not anywhere near that. I
That's
don't even know if that made any sense.
no,
No,
it
it did.
does.
Yeah. I was just gonna say I had to kind of do that when I was well doing what Ashley's doing now as the office manager at school because like everyone's what am I trying to say? Everyone's thing was the top priority to them. But I also had like everyone's top priorities at my plate and I had to figure out which ones I was gonna do first. And I often had to do that just like put it in order of like when it's happening because sometimes you just can't think about the next thing until one is done or something.
Yeah.
That didn't make sense, but you know what I'm saying.
No, it does.
It
I
made
was gonna
sense to me.
ask you, Al, like, do you feel like some people too, though, um, are very like present minded, and other people like are very future minded,
Mm.
and some people are like past minded. So, like, Al, where would you find yourself in that realm?
Present.
That's good.
Yeah.
You do a good job of like meeting the kids' needs, like when they need band-aids and ice pack, like being there for them and being present and not being distracted.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because I can't see your eyes. All I can
No,
see is
I'm
your
laughing
mouth.
at Kristen.
Oh,
Yeah, I just like she's awesome. I just chuck ice packs at people. I'm like, get out of here. And Ash is like, quit being mean to the kids. I'm like, well,
yeah. I mean, you do way more than that, Ashley. I'm just trying to point out like that you do a good job of not looking at the kids as a distraction when they come in your office, but looking at them as like an opportunity to pray for them. I think you said before.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us about the prayer locker? I think you just did a new initiative at school and added a prayer locker or something.
Yeah, apparently we had one before. Taryn helped me decorate it. She's very creative, so I asked her for some help. But yeah, and there's been students using it, so and the teacher and staff. So
I love
Are you guys going to pray for? I saw somebody like having a prayer thing in the morning. Are you guys praying for the requests that are in the locker, or is that just separate?
I think that's separate. I haven't made it to any of those yet because I'm never on time.
Oh, that's okay.
But
That's really cool.
yeah, I think on Fridays we'll pray over the locker though.
Okay. I love that.
I love the wallpaper. I seriously want to put that in my bathroom once I get money to like renovate this place.
I shared you that website.
Yeah.
A website of what?
Vintage
There's a website
wallpaper.
that's vintage wallpaper.
Sweet.
Then I thought of a really fun thing to prank Ashley with, so we'll have to see if that happens in the future.
You know we like a good prank.
Oh yeah.
What's our best prank we've ever done, you guys?
Ooh. I'm not good at pranks, but I have so much like I have a prank in mind, but I literally can't share what it is. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good topic though. Like your favorite prank, it doesn't necessarily have to be like at the school, like just in general. Like what was your favorite prank that you ever pulled on anybody?
My best pranks have been in teams with other friends. I'm not as good at thinking of them
I know
myself.
I'm not either, but like I'm a really good like group, like mob mentality where
Yeah.
someone has an idea and my job usually is like a devil's advocate or like, yeah, like let me like get riled up about this idea. Um, yeah, but I don't know. Clint, you probably have pulled more pranks.
Yeah, I've pulled quite a few.
Well, give us one.
Yeah.
No, so
So,
we
okay.
know if it happens to us that you did
Just
it.
don't tell the one that's happening on Wednesday.
Oh, what's that?
Nothing. Edit. Delete.
Yeah.
Delete.
Producer, definitely edit some of this, but
I feel like you're eating M&Ms, but I know it's pistachio, so
Okay,
I'm
I
less
was just
jealous.
joking. We don't have to delete because nobody knows what we're talking about. But
Yeah.
I wanted to make it look like we were pranking you guys. So like, yeah, delete. But no, we're not. It has nothing to do with you guys. I got my son involved on his first prank though. That's
Oh my
exciting.
gosh,
So
she's so excited about it.
Okay, tell us.
we'll have to, we can't talk about it yet because
Oh,
somebody
you
might
got
be listening.
Yeah.
you got your son-in-law what?
My son
Date and
I got him involved.
Oh,
He'll be in and on his first like real official prank. So I'm it's a special prank for me. Uh,
that's so sweet. It always brings me to tears.
I know, like oh, the little guy's growing up. Um,
he's
oh,
driving and
Yeah.
pulling pranks.
favorite prank. Let's see. Me and my buddy Joe, we called some other musicians one time and said that we were record executives from a company that wanted to meet with them about their music. He was Funky Joe, and we were from the West Coast, and we were supposed to meet at like a diner in Lansing at a certain time. And then we sat in the parking lot across the street to watch them pull up there and like show up and like think that they were meeting like a record executive. That was years ago. I was probably like 19 years old at the time, but yeah.
Oh,
I
ouch.
mean, and that was before like camera phones. I wish we would have had that like film because that was funny, but that was back like with the old brick phone. You know what I'm talking about? So,
The brick phone. Yeah.
So my mom bought
oh.
one of my sisters one of those fake winning lottery tickets.
Oh,
Ooh,
She was so mad.
oh my goodness.
Like a lot of money. And she was so excited. And then my mom was like, it's just a joke. She was so mad.
oh no. Was this in
that'd
like
be
front
awesome.
of other people in
Oh
your
yeah, it was
family?
in
Like
front of
you were all in
That's
on it or you
awesome.
just watched your mom?
No, we got fake ones too, but we realized it before she did. And yeah, she was not happy.
Oh, dang.
Oh no.
The roller coaster of emotion.
Yes.
Any of you guys ever watched Fresh Prince of Bel Air?
Yeah.
That made me think of the time they did that with the butler guy. What was his name? They like pre-recorded the lottery from the night before, and then they went and got those numbers. So
Yes.
like he thought he won, and then he was like telling everybody that he quit and like breaking stuff.
Yes.
And they're like, dude, it's just a joke. And then he's like all like, oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Did anyone fall for my actually? So I just thought of not like the best prank, but I kind of just pranked you guys. Did you guys fall for the link that I sent? Where it,
Oh,
Oh,
Rickroll?
the
yeah.
Rickroll.
So it's like a
I had
fake
with
Facebook
something
link.
like that, but
So it's a fake Facebook link that was like, oh no, after like all this time they had to pull the video, like then I had like see the link here, and then it's a Rickroll, and they really did not take down the video off YouTube, but it was supposed to be like, haha.
I did not like clicked the link and then I saw what it said and I figured out that you were Rickrolling
Ooh,
us.
you got me.
But I would love to know the history of why Rickrolling is Rickrolling. Like I have no idea.
Clint probably knows. Or
you know what? I don't. I was thinking about that the other day. Like, I think I don't know where that started, but I think it's awesome. Somebody started it, but I have no idea.
Yeah.
Ray probably knows because I feel like Ray like literally has the in on like everything.
What's it? What is it?
A Rickroll.
Rick.
I'm gonna Google it.
Okay, I don't know the song. I was trying to do the song. I can't.
Never
Song.
gonna give you up.
Yeah. Gonna let you down.
Yeah.
Clint, your turn.
Never
Okay.
gonna. All right. Okay. So 2007, 4chan around 2000 as a bait and switch prank. Users posted deceptive links to popular content, and then so like it'd be a like 10-second video of like somebody, and then just all of a sudden, so it just started. Somebody started it on 4chan in '07, and then it just started getting bigger and bigger.
Oh, that's funny.
Kind of like remember? Okay, do anybody remember? You guys might be too young for this, but the 1990s Energizer commercials where it'd be like a real commercial, but it was like it'd be like something serious, right? Like a picture of like grandpa like fishing or whatever with his grandson, and then all of a sudden like the Energizer bunny would come through, and like it was like a fake commercial the whole time, and you're like, dang it, that was like the original Rick rolls. Like if you look at the
Yeah.
old Energizer commercials.
I do remember Energizer bunny commercials. I'm most definitely not too young for that. So,
But it was like they would do like a fake commercial, so
yeah.
it'd be like they'd be like somebody's like dying in a hospital or something.
Oh,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, something serious, and then all of a sudden
Then
you're getting into
it's-
a storyline, and then all of a sudden here comes a stupid bunny.
yeah.
That's terrible.
I mean, I don't know if they actually did a dying person. I'm just making something up, but it was like something like that where it was like a real storyline. You get into it, and then like 30 seconds later, here comes a stupid bunny with it. Yeah.
Mm,
I'm sure they're on YouTube.
mm.
Oh, we'll have to look that up. I think, did you freeze? No, you did not. You just haven't moved for a while. So I thought you froze. But... Clint, what was your topic that you wanted to discuss today?
Huh?
Huh? Okay.
Your
Frozen.
topic. Your topic.
He's frozen.
Oh.
I'm stupid is what I am. Okay. I was just about it's gonna be sound really dumb coming from me now that we're talking about dumb stuff, but like just people not being able to think for themselves. That was basically my conversation because I get tired of I don't know. And it's not just social media. Like you talk to people and they can't think. They're just regurgitating information that they've heard from other people or news or whatever. And I don't know. I get worried, and then you mix AI into the mix,
Mm.
and it's like I don't know in 10 years if people are going to even be able to think for themselves, and it just makes me concerned because like yeah, what's the word am I looking for? Critical thinking is that the right
Critical
term?
thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of touched on
Like
it
you can't,
last week, but like I've seen kind of like I don't know. I shouldn't say I've seen because I taught for 5 years, but it really literally was I watched AI come about and like it's super easy to rely on it and being able to research, like use an encyclopedia, even how to even Google. Like those things are becoming lost. Or even, okay, asking questions, asking good questions.
yeah, that's a
Seems
good one.
to be difficulter. What would be one thing that you would want to say before you die? So I was thinking about that. And when I did my graduation, when I was asked to be the graduation speaker, like I don't know, the Lord was kind of like, if you never see these kids again, what would you say to them? Which hopefully I do see them again. But one of the things was like trust the Lord. Like he can be trusted. And then just in the past recent days, there's been a bunch of articles that have popped up about like Jesus and like the good versus evil kind of thing that is going on right now. And one thing that Jesus modeled for us was how many questions that he asked. Like he asked questions. He didn't just like always he wasn't always super direct because he wanted us to wonder and to think about the things that he was saying and ask questions to the political leaders at the time instead of just being like direct to kind of hear like what they would have to say. Like, who do you think I am? When he
Right.
you know, with the disciples, who do you say that I am? And so that's just one thing that I tried to focus on when I was teaching, like how learn to ask questions.
Right.
I don't know, the end.
No, I think that's good because it's too easy just to give a quick response without thinking through.
Yeah. What would be one thing, Kim, that you
Ah,
would like, what would be important for you to say as your like legacy or the one thing you'd say before you die?
oh man. So I forgot to like come up with something amazing and all that. But I think just making the main thing, like, like for instance, when my kids were growing up, like instead of focusing on, oh, I have to get the dishes done or whatever, just like sitting down and teaching my kids, God's word and other things, like just like actually sitting down and doing things with my kids and making sure that I'm leaving a legacy um, for generations, that loves the Lord. And yeah, I think that would be it. Just keeping the main thing, the main thing.
All right, Clint.
There's like 8 million things that I would say before I died. People would be like, "Is this guy dead already?" Like, would he just shut up? Uh, but no, I think like choosing what really matters. I think to add on to what Kim was saying is like we think so many stupid things are important, and then if you look back at your life, like how many things were really important that like things like that you remember. I remember like as a teenager, right? Like all the things that you threw a fit about that you couldn't do or whatever, and then you look back and you're like, what? Why was I upset? Like there's just so little bit of time. I was looking at Dayton. He's 11 and he's like,
Mm.
you know, almost as tall as I am now, which isn't hard because I'm short. But like, uh, it's like, yeah, time is flying, and I spend time doing dumb stuff and worrying about dumb stuff. So just having, yeah, trust in the Lord and doing fun stuff with them, and like putting my priorities straight. And our priorities are so messed up most of the time, and not just mine, everybody's, but just like we're focused on ridiculous stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
I
get deep.
I agree too, trusting in the Lord. And like Clint said, like time is going by so fast. I don't know. Like I feel like I always say that, but like this year it's going by so fast. And yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. My kids are all taller than me.
All of
It's all
them?
running
Oh,
everywhere.
Yeah. You should see the boys, Kristen.
Oh my
oh, they're
word.
so tall. Yeah.
Eli's as tall as Noah.
That's
Hmm.
crazy.
Yeah.
We measured Eli yesterday, and he's like 9 foot tall.
Wow.
Whoa.
Like, you know how the junior high boys like to like jump up and hit
Yeah.
above the door. Yeah, he doesn't have to do that anymore. He just kind of slaps it, just
That's
9 foot
crazy.
tall.
Yeah.
So do you think Ray will be as tall as him or are they the same height? Like what?
I think Ray's the shortest, actually.
Okay.
I think
Yep,
Rosie's even taller than him, or they're
she's
about
pretty
the same.
tall.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm,
Gotcha.
that's crazy when your babies get taller than you. My babies will never get taller than me because they're small, but they're like 5'2". So
You ever been in a conversation, and it drives me nuts that you can't have a conversation about one person without bringing other people in. So like, oh, Trump, X, Y, Z or whatever, and then they're like, oh yeah, well, Obama did. It's like, well, I'm not talking about Obama. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Like, if you can't, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, but if you can't have a conversation about somebody without bringing somebody else into it to compare, like, you've got a serious problem. That's just my 2 cents on that. It drives me crazy. And then like when people say dumb stuff, like I'm a conservative. I've always been like I was a libertarian for like 10 years, a registered libertarian. Then I finally said I'm gonna go finally go independent, just because I don't really like libertarian views necessarily either. So I'm a conservative independent, but like it'll frustrate me like when people say like, oh, and they like have to take jabs at people. Like they make up dumb names like the Demon Crap and the Libtards, and then you got like the Republicans and all this. It's like what?
It's
Like it
so
just
cringy and I literally physically run away from political talk, which
it drives me nuts.
Probably because I'm just not as educated as I'd like to be, but as we're learning,
Yeah.
none of us are educated, but um where's I
Well,
gonna
just in my opinion, it takes everything that you just said, and you just lost all credibility with anybody with over the age of 5.
yeah.
That's just how I look at it. Like when you're like, oh yeah, the Democrats or the Republicans or the it's just it's like
Yeah, like Hillary and like a snowflake and
yeah.
all that. Yeah.
And what's awesome is you hear the same talking points on both sides. That's what's
Yeah.
my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we're like trained the like not trained, but it's part of again, it's part of that critical thinking is like we are literally funneled by propaganda, we're funneled by social media now and the
Mm.
algorithm into really like standing on a hill when I don't know. I don't know, hot take, it seems like just a distraction from what the real stuff that's going on.
Mhm.
So,
Well,
Well, and
it's the childish politics that are covering up the real politics.
yeah.
You know, like things that we should really be like worried about. Like we're talking about, demo rap. It's clever. You know what I mean? It's like what? Like what are you talking about right now? Like nobody's taking anything seriously. I guess drives me crazy.
yeah, I think it's super easy too to just like I mean, get caught up in all of that, like you said, like, feeling superior because I called somebody a demo rat or what, I don't even know what the names are, but, it goes back to that, like keeping the main thing, the main thing. It's like, okay, as Christ followers, we have to make sure that, we're staying above reproach and all of this stuff too, and not falling for the same garbage, of name calling and all of that. And I think it's really hard because it's like all over around us and it's
All
hard
the
to take a
And
stand.
keyboard warriors.
Yeah.
I know that we don't have time tonight to talk about it, but I think next me or like one of the next podcasts we do, we should talk about can Christians get angry? Because I think that's a really important topic in today's world.
You know what? Let's talk about it right now.
We don't have time. I mean, we could try it, I guess, but
Yeah, we do.
that's something I could talk about for hours.
Well, Ashley,
What?
what are you angry about?
Well, I mean, and when I say that, like, I have to like make people understand what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, whatever.
obviously, everybody gets angry, but like, is it okay for Christians to get angry? Is there justified anger? I 100% say there is, but lately I'm starting to believe that other people do not because I get like I don't know. I think there's things that's happening in this world right now that people should be more upset about, and then I'm people are going to take this the wrong way. That's kind of why I wanted to wait, but whatever. I'll throw it out there. I'm not afraid. People are going to take this the wrong way, but sometimes I think people use prayer as a cop out, um, because the Bible clearly says that that there should be action behind your prayer, right? So like I'm just going to sit in my couch and be like, I pray that my family turns out great and I do nothing, right? Or I pray that this, if I drink all of this booze, that I'm not going to get drunk. Like what are we praying for, right? Like, none of that makes any sense, right? So, like, I think prayer sometimes is used, and obviously, I'm 100% believe prayer exists. That's not what I'm saying. There's that critical thinking where people are going to go, "What are you saying?" But like, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like I think humans will use it as a cop out to not have to do something. Well, we just sit back and pray.
Mhm.
Like there's nothing we can do. It's like no, there's a lot of things that we could be doing, and we're just not taking it seriously, and we're just oh well, let's just pray. And I believe God can do anything He wants, but I also think He wants us to have action.
Well, I mean, Jesus showed us that it's okay to be angry at um, sin and injustice I mean, I know we keep hearing that phrase, flipping tables and all that, but it's true. Like Jesus went into the temple and said, no, this is wrong. This is my father's house. And so I think that certainly his example was that you can be angry and not sin. So just my
But
two
the
cents.
argument I get with that a lot is well, that's because He was Jesus. That's because He was God. He could do that. Okay,
Mm,
okay, but okay. In that case, if that's the case, Jesus was a man, right? Like God came down in form of man. So in that case, that means in that, if you're using that and we're critically thinking, that means Jesus could have done anything he wanted to, and it wouldn't be sin, right? Like, because if it was
Mm.
sin for us, it would have been a sin for him. Do you see what I'm getting at? Because he
Yeah.
was a man at that point. So
Yeah,
like,
he was tempted. Yeah.
yeah, so like, I'm sorry, if that's a sin, then he sinned, and if he sinned, then he's not God, and if he's not God, then he didn't die for our sins. So like, that's I think that's a cop out again to say, well, he can do that because he's Jesus. Well,
Mm.
yeah, but he was also a man at that moment.
So I know there is a Bible verse that says, in your anger, do
Mm.
not sin. So, like, it separates the sin from the anger. Like, I think
Correct.
the,
Correct.
the church has done a poor job. I won't say, I will say the American church because I like to think globally here. Having a little bit of, I've had a couple trips outside the United States since high school. And I think it is a problem, and others globally would agree that it is a lot of the American church. But I think I could digress because clearly that was designed that way or it has become that way on purpose. But it we tend to not think that we can be human, and like God created emotion. Like you were saying, like Jesus wept, Jesus grieved, Jesus was angry, not like was
Mm.
angry, but like he experienced anger, and in that like held people accountable. So I think there is like a righteous anger, but it means like do not sin with that anger. Like
Mhm.
sometimes we experience deep loss, and like I think the church, like maybe because it makes people uncomfortable, or like you can't control like your grief, where people just wanted, people have learned I just need to push it down and not deal with it instead of actually like process it,
Mhm.
which like anger can be part of the grieving process.
Yeah.
And like being sad and like lamenting is something that we don't do well. I think we
Mm.
just often want to just push everything aside, move on with our life, and then it creates issues later. Like go ahead and cry, like go ahead and be angry, go ahead and, but you cannot sin in any of those. Like that's what we're called to do, I guess.
We're not supposed to just be reactionary and or whatever, just to like, I think just taking time to process
Yeah.
a situation before reacting, something I'm not very good at, but I think that's always helpful too.
I've been using this example lately. It's been on my mind. It's about on my heart because people, I'll just be honest with you. People, are like, you're reacting with the Epstein list. We'll bring it up. I wasn't going to bring it up, but whatever. And because I'm like upset about it, right? Like I'm frustrated.
Mhm.
Okay, I use this example. Like if all four of us have children, if we woke up and our children were kidnapped, we wouldn't. I promise you, like I would bet you everything I have that none of us would just sit on a couch and go, well, it's in God's hands today.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying that disrespect to God. Like we would all be praying,
Yeah.
right? We would all be doing those things, but we would be like there would be some kind of drive to us to find our kid,
For sure.
especially if we were in a situation where we saw it. Like if I was at, like I used to have this nightmare all the time when Dayton was little. Like we were at Walmart or something, and somebody like kidnapped him. I'm sorry, like that guy or whoever it is gonna be like sorry that they took him, right?
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. That's something that I
Mhm.
think is naturally given to us by God. It's a drive. Like we're not just gonna go, well, that guy just took my kid. I'm gonna kneel down here and pray. Like and that again, that sounds like I'm being sacrilegious, and I'm not. I'm just being realistic. Like we're not designed that way. But like, so why? So then they say, well, that's different because that's your kid. I've heard that by multiple people. Okay, cool. So you tell me where the cutoff is. So I'm allowed to feel that way with my kid, but I'm not allowed to feel it. So where's the cutoff? You guys get where I'm saying with this? Like, tell
Mhm.
me where that's supposed to stop. You can't really tell me that. So like, I don't know. It just gets frustrating because yes, and I also understand that everybody kind of deals with things in a different manner. So there are times that I probably overreact to other people, um, and I'll admit that. But like, it is not wrong for me to be upset about things like that.
Mhm.
It is
Mhm.
not wrong for me to be angry about it as long as like Kristen said. The Bible first says, "But do it without sin." Now, if I went and like hurt somebody, or if I went and like, did something, called somebody a bad name that didn't deserve it, or what, I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do in that anger that
Yeah.
I've done before. Like, I'm guilty of doing sin and anger, but like, I'm not just gonna be like, well, it's okay. Uh, you know,
Yeah.
the guy took my kid. Like, I'm just gonna sit here and God's got it. Like, there's a drive in us that should be there, and I feel like it's lacking in America. Like you mentioned, America, like other countries are prosecuting Epstein people, and we're not. And I feel like there's just something that's lacking in us. There's no drive, especially in men. There's no drive to like fix anything. We're like, we're good. Let's just sit here, and it drives me absolutely nuts. And then that's my rant, and I'll shut up. What do they say in the politics? Like, I forward my time to so and so, or whatever they call it. What do they say that? What's the word? Kim, you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the word, but good thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's so nuanced, and I could talk a lot about it, but no one really wants to hear that. But I guess we're in camps because there's plenty of people, and I will be very transparent. Plenty of people like you, Clint, who, and probably Ray, who, and David, and I'm going to get to that, but who have been following all of this stuff behind the scenes for many, many, many years. And then in my own marriage, back before COVID, David really started following this stuff. And it was like, to me, just disgusting and evil. And I just could not understand like how this evil could just exist in the world. And then things that he had said started to come true. And it was a very humbling moment, because like David and I would literally have screaming matches about it, because I just could not wrap my mind around it. I thought he had gone off the loony bin, and I slowly had, like, I have apologized upon apologizing, because not necessarily, I did not handle that well, and it really created like terrible problems. But we don't want to believe that evil exists, but honestly, it's never gone away. It's just been hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We don't want to believe that humans can hurt other humans in the way that they have. Like, it's inconceivable to think about. So
I asked the juniors and seniors today, I said, because we were talking about critical thinking, and I said, do you want to live in a harsh reality or a happy lie? And I think that's what people are kind of choosing right now is it is hard. It is hard to admit the things that are going on. And so like people are just creating a reality that doesn't have it in there. So.
Things like this where, and maybe it's the ADHD in me, but one thing that the Lord maybe has brought to mind for me is I grew up in the church, and not that my church like did us any wrong. I think it was more me being like ADHD. Like, I didn't always pay attention. Like, kids don't always pay attention. So maybe the stories have been told to me with all the details. I don't know, but I think we water down versions of stories. For instance, the 10 plagues. I was an adult before I realized that so the plagues start out, God hardens Pharaoh's heart. God turns the Nile to blood, not just the Nile River, not just river, but in vessels as well. So like anything that had come from the Nile was now blood. And it says in the Bible that Pharaoh called upon his magicians, and they were able to do the same thing. Okay. And then Pharaoh asked Moses for it to all be prayed away. Then everything returned to normal. And then I think the next thing was the frogs. And so God told Moses, the frogs happened. They took over. Pharaoh called his magicians. The magicians were also able to multiply frogs. And then Pharaoh asked Moses to take it all away, because there were dead frogs everywhere. Then the next one, I believe, was the gnats. And gnats came and plagued the land. And it says that Pharaoh asked his magicians, and they could not do it. So, 2 plagues in, where we have real dark magic happening.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden, God says, no, my glory, because you, the power of the dark cannot do the things that I'm doing. And that brought glory to him. And so I don't know, like I never knew that until I was an adult. It never like I don't know. I didn't really read my Bible either. It was just something that got maybe gets glossed over some of those details, but it's so important because it's just another one of those like indicators. It's another um just testimony of God that he has overcome the world
Mhm.
and he will continue to do those things. But Clint, like you said, like we know that prayer is powerful and prayer changes things. Prayer is real. Um, I know that we've seen it within our own school family. I've seen it within
Mhm.
my family. Like Ashley, you have incredible stories about recent
Mhm.
things in your family.
Mhm.
Um, but faith without works, like in
Mhm.
James, we're studying James right now with my women's Bible study. Faith without works is dead. And it's not
James
saying works
2:17,
is
right?
going to get you to salvation. Like your faith brings you salvation. This is what I believe. Your faith brings you to salvation. But through your faith, you want to do the work
Mhm.
because you
Yeah.
want to be used by God. So it's not like it shouldn't be something hard for you to do. It's something that should flow out of you because of what God has done for you. There's my
Right.
soapbox.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great reminder. Thank you.
Mhm.
But I was just gonna say that like I think humans like a happy ending in a story. So like we tend to like I was just thinking about that because you said like we dumbed or we watered down like stories. I was thinking about that with David yesterday. Uh, David did all these great things, right? We know David Goliath, and then he became King David, and then he did all these sins, right? With what is her name, Bathsheba, and then the Lord forgave him. The end,
Hmm.
and it's like
Yeah.
at the end, like that haunted his whole family, and like even the kids got punished down the road for it. Like it says that the his whole like
Mhm.
family line was messed up because of it for a little bit. Like, and I know that like obviously David is in the genealogy, so like he's one of God's favorite people or whatever. But like there was way more effect than like we just like a good like oh the end David repented and God forgave him, which is all true. But we just kind of skip off the parts that we
Mhm.
don't necessarily like, which is the parts that we can learn a lot from.
Mhm.
Because yes, we need that healthy fear to go, okay, yeah, like I don't want to mess my kids up. I don't want to mess this up.
Mhm.
I just
Yeah.
added to what Chris
Consequences.
was saying about stories.
Yeah, it's a good example of consequences for your actions, and there's consequences to sin. And so I think that's a good example of that.
So this segues to my Frozen, the movie Frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've watched a lot of Disney movies. The Frozen one was the first like kids movie that I saw where like boom, all of a sudden like the tables turn when Hans brings Anna and she's cold because she's been out in the freezing and like she thinks he's going to save her and then he's like, "Oh, if only there was someone that loved you." And then he completely turned into like this dark character. Um Disney again, I know Disney's part of like this whole problem, but just hang with me. Like a lot of those fairy tales originally did not have happy endings.
Mm-hmm.
And then like to make a nice movie, like we made the princesses always have the prince, but then like Frozen was the first like princess movie I saw, I guess, where no, she got duped. And like
Mm-hmm.
it's important for kids to see that because then they're just gonna like, ooh, like, he's so nice. Ashley, what's your favorite Disney movie?
Um, Favorite Disney movie? I don't know. Casper's a good one. Is that Disney?
Oh,
Or
Casper. Yeah.
or The Little Mermaid?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Uh,
No, she didn't listen to her parents, so we're not allowed to like that one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
ooh,
Although Ashley and I do pretty good at acting out the music from
yeah,
it.
you did.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. But back to what you were saying a little bit ago, Kristen.
Yeah.
I grew up as Catholic, but I don't remember like ever going to church really, which is weird.
Yeah.
And you guys are talking about like the Bible and stuff. Honestly, I have not like obviously I go to church. I go to church every Sunday. I got baptized at Nashville Baptist,
Get it.
but I honestly am trying to read the Bible.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I don't know if it's my ADHD brain, but I can't like store things. Like I
Mhm.
have to keep going back and I can't like it's hard for me to concentrate.
Well, it's hard because you're trying to do it as an adult, and our adult brains don't absorb it the same way, so it
Yeah.
is harder. But
I never liked reading either.
yeah.
So, and Ava, she like is all about reading. She's read probably
Hmm.
more books than I have. And my kids, you tell them to look something in the Bible, something up in the Bible, and they can find it right away. I'm like,
Hmm.
where is it at?
That's awesome though, Ashley, that your
I
kids,
know.
I love your family story.
Yeah.
Like it's really cool
Yeah.
to
So
see.
I've been trying to read it, but like I said, I have to keep going back. So I don't know. I don't have enough knowledge about the Bible.
There's
I've
nothing
actually,
wrong with that though. Like you have to keep going there.
No.
I actually thought about doing like a Bible, like a quick Bible study, like at the school.
Mm.
But it's like finding time because you get into school and then everybody's like, we need to speak to everybody, and then everything just
Yeah.
kind of falls.
Yeah.
And you know what, too? Like, don't feel like, I don't know, it's hard to feel like you're behind or whatever, or
Yeah,
you
you're
don't
not.
know stories. But I feel like for a long time, kids were just kind of told the same, like, major stories over and over, and
Hmm.
like never dove into complicated stories where it was like, I don't know, the Holy Spirit or
Hmm.
like Elijah going up into heaven because maybe that was hard to explain to a kid. I don't know.
Hmm.
But I think it was often like a rotation of just like the same kind of stories. And so, like, don't feel like you're behind or
Hmm.
anything at
Oh,
all.
I do.
Don't.
No, yeah, I mean, like we all have to start somewhere in our lives. I mean, and you became a Christian as an adult, so you can't expect to, like be able to know everything just like that. But the fact that you're studying and learning, and I would love, like we've done in the past, Bible studies at work, before in the summer. I would love to do something like that again. And what
Mhm.
Clint's talking about, I think that'd be great. So,
I think too, like, there are things even that like we can read as kids,
mhm,
even book, like not even just the Bible, but like books and stuff and movies, like we miss stuff and we
mhm.
see it in a different lens now that we're an adult.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
So I don't know, you're going to understand it just the same now as you would have maybe had you experienced the
Mhm,
story already a couple times. Like,
mhm.
Right.
um, yeah, I don't know.
So I can't remember what the name of the curriculum is right now, but our church goes through, we just finished the Old Testament with the kids and now we're starting the New Testament. So the kids have progressed through the whole Bible. And in every lesson, they show how that particular story or whatever points to Jesus. And I really love that because it's like the Old Testament so often points to Jesus. It's not just some separate entity, Jesus and redemption are all throughout it. So I really love that, just being able to, you know, work our way through it and just continue pointing them to Christ. So, yeah.
Okay, what is one thing that you're looking forward to in this coming week?
Uh, well, the weather, I mean, this is super shallow because we've been talking about deep things, but it's getting warmer here in Michigan. And
Oh
I'm
my!
just looking forward to going outside. And I think, what did you say, Ashley? Like
I
60?
said until next week, but yeah, it's supposed
Oh,
to be
yeah.
60s.
Yeah.
Get it?
Hmm. I'm looking forward to not having any sports this week.
Mm,
Except for Ava might be doing some conditioning things
mm,
for soccer, but get a break for a minute from sports.
That's
Yeah.
good.
It gets long when you're a parent of athletes. You end up being out almost every night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're about to head into that season as well. I think Avery is going to play softball for the first time. Right now, she's on a wait list because we signed up pretty late. And then was trying to get Levi to play baseball. He is just not interested. But a flag football thing just opened up, and I think that's definitely more his jam. So he really, really loves soccer. So I think this will be something new for him and like in a similar mindset where he does not have to be like, you're on the plate all by yourself. And so everybody's watching you, and you guys know that he does not appreciate that. So
yeah. That's not the sport for him then.
no. Nope.
That's all right.
Kristen, you didn't tell us what you're looking forward to this week.
Oh, yeah, I guess the sports are not this week. My parents are actually coming down to visit.
Oh, yay.
Or they came down to visit when Judah was born. But now that we have our house and we're settled in, yeah, they're coming down. Our weather is not supposed to be like much warmer than y'all. So my dad was going to do some yard work for us. But I'm like, no, you just come and rest. So we're going to hang out.
Great.
Can our anniversary, our 15-year anniversary is coming up. So I think we will go out for a nice dinner while my parents are here and they can hang with the kids. So
fun. That's so cool.
Yeah. Well, ADHD family, our growing little family here and there. Hopefully you have enjoyed the podcast and it has stirred some questions or thoughts for you.
Congratulations, Deb.
Yes.
Better luck next time, Glenda.
Yeah.
Kristen, you're gonna have to mail us the gift card.
I will.
Yeah.
I can do that.
You know our
Send
address.
it to the school.
I do.
Yeah.
Maybe Lance will bring your gift card for you.
There you go.
I haven't seen Lance.
Shout out to Lance, the mystery Hastings best DoorDash driver, but he's kind of gone MIA. So if anyone knows where Lance is, tell him that he's the best DoorDasher driver.
We love you, Lance. Okay. We all have a good week.
You too.
Enjoy the weather.
Alrighty. Peace out, Girl Scouts.
See ya.